Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times popular songs got more shine than the original tracks they allegedly borrowed from. Number 10. George Harrison, My Sweet Lord versus the Chiffons, He's So Fine.
Do-lang, do-lang, he's so fine. Do-lang, 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 wish he were mine.
Ex-Beatle George Harrison scored himself a #1 hit, the first by a former member of the Fab Four, with My Sweet Lord. He didn't have much time to celebrate, however, before he was hit with a copyright infringement lawsuit.
I really wanna see you, really wanna be with you.
It was alleged that Harrison's song contained overt similarities to the 1963 Ronnie Mac written hit single He's So Fine by New York girl group The Chiffons.
And again he can't shine away forever.
Ultimately, the court decided that he had subconsciously plagiarized the song, and Harrison nearly had to pay $1.6 million to Bright Tunes Music Corporation.
My sweet Lord, my Lord.
This amount was reduced after the court ruled that Harrison's ex-manager, Alan Klein's actions during the suit had been improper. Number 9. Cplay, Viva, Lavita versus Creaky Boards, The Songs I Didn't Write.
And you would leave, you cried, what would have fallen from your eye?
Plagiarism accusations are not uncommon, but verifying their legitimacy can sometimes be difficult. Anti-folk duo Creaky Boards once accused British rock band Cplay of plagiarizing their track The Songs I Didn't Write for their hit song Viva La Vida. Lead singer Andrew Huffner even went so far as accusing the band of hearing it at one of their concerts. Huffner retracted the claims, however, coming to the conclusion that both bands were influenced by Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda series of computer games. We guess they didn't write that song after all.
Never wrote this word, but that was when I ruled the world.
Number 8. Katy Perry, Roar versus Sarah Bareilles, Brave.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug.
There was something of an uproar in 2013 when pop superstar Katy Perry was accused of plagiarizing the less popular singer and actress Sarah Bareilles.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess.
Not only does Perry's song Roar and Bareilles' Brave hit the ear in a similar way, they share a similarly uplifting message about the power of believing in oneself.
Let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
Some have even produced mashups to prove the overlap between the two tracks. Unlike with Taylor Swift and Perry, there doesn't seem to be any bad blood between these two, with Bareilles tweeting, "All love everybody, all love."
Got the eye of the tiger, the fire, dancing through the fire.
Number 7. The Beatles, Come Together versus Chuck Berry, You Can't Catch Me.
Here come a flat top, he was moving up with me, then come waving goodbye at a little old...
It seems pretty undeniable that the Beatles cribbed from the legendary Chuck Berry, also known as the father of rock and roll, for their song Come Together, especially with the flat top line. It was alleged that the two songs were musically similar as well.
Here come old flat top, he come grooving up slowly. Got juju eyeball.
This caused legal woes for John Lennon due to Berry's controversial publisher, Morris Levy. However, as a direct result of the rampant Beatlemania of the time, the solution to this problem was less costly than you might think.
Flying with my baby last Saturday night, caught in a gray cloud, floating in sight.
As repayment, Lennon agreed to record 3 songs owned by Levy, which were released on his 1975 solo album, Rock and Roll.
You got to be free. Come together right now.
Number 6. Nirvana, Come As You Are versus Killing Joke, 80s. Nirvana riffed pretty heavily on 80s by UK band Killing Joke for Come As You Are. Seriously, listen to the riffs on these two tracks.
Come as you are, as you were, as I want you.
Come As You Are is driven by a slowed-down variant of the riff from the Killing Joke song. Tragically, Kurt Cobain passed away before the two bands could collaborate. During the 21st century, it was Dave Grohl who would eventually turn things around. The former Nirvana drummer and current Foo Fighters frontman paid the group back in 2003 by playing drums for their album Killing Joke 2003.
Yes, I want you to be. There's a trend, there's a friend.
Number 5. Rod Stewart's Do You Think I'm Sexy versus Georgie Benjour, Taj Mahal.
If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, sugar, let me know.
Do You Think I'm Sexy was a huge hit for British singer Rod Stewart in 1978. Brazilian musician Georgie Ben's answer to the titular question seems obvious, as he presumably didn't find anything sexy about Stewart's alleged plagiarism of his song, Taj Mahal. A settlement was reached out of court, with this being another classic case of an artist admitting unconscious plagiarism of a song. In his 2012 autobiography, Stewart said that he had heard the Benjour song while at the 1978 Rio Carnival. He didn't stop there, however, also admitting that the song's synthesizer riff was lifted from Bobby Womack's If You Want My Love, Put Something Down on It. Number 4. Ray Parker Jr., Ghostbusters versus Huey Lewis and the News, I Want a New Drug. Who am I gonna call? My lawyer, is what we assume Huey Lewis said upon first hearing the theme song to the 1984 classic comedy. This may have been a case of envy, as Huey Lewis passed on writing music for Ghostbusters to do Back to the Future. Both films were hits, but we imagine he had to have still been kicking himself for not having done both. We admit, though, the Ghostbusters theme does sound curiously similar to Lewis's I Want a New Drug.
I want a new drug, one that won't spill, one that don't cost too much.
This was settled out of court in 1985, only for Ray Parker Jr. to turn around and sue Lewis back in 2001, after Lewis talked about the confidential settlement on VH1's Behind the Music.
You're seeing things running through your head. Who can you call?
Number 3. Led Zeppelin, Whole Lotta Love versus Muddy Waters, You Need Love.
Way down inside, woman, you need love. I know you need love.
Led Zeppelin is one of the most acclaimed bands of all time. This is due not only to how they trailblazed in heavy metal and hard rock, but to how their many influences manifested in their music, even though this could occasionally get them in trouble.
Way down inside, honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love.
Among those various influences was blues music, including the work of one McKinley Morganfield, known professionally as Muddy Waters. This fact became a little too evident when Led Zeppelin were sued in 1985 for the whole lot of things in common their track had with Muddy Waters' 1962 You Need Love.
I ain't fooling, you need schooling.
Willie Dixon, the song's writer, reached a settlement that includes listing him as a co-writer.
You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling.
Number 2. Tam and Paula, Feels Like We Only Go Backwards versus Pablo Ruiz, Océano. Kevin Parker, aka the one and only member of psychedelic project Tam and Paula, may be one of the most influential artists in music today, working with names like Dua Lipa and The Weeknd. So it would make sense for someone with his talent to have wide-ranging taste and influences, and for some of that to even subconsciously make its way into his music. However, sometimes a song really is too obscure to believe an artist could be ripping it off. When Chilean music site Rada published the claim that Parker had plagiarized the corny 1989 Pablo Ruiz track Océano, we thought it must be a joke, and they later claimed it was. That didn't prevent Ruiz from considering legal action, though.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk versus the sequence Funk You Up.
Keep going, I keep going. Don't you give up? I keep going, I keep going, I keep going.
Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars' chart-topping single Uptown Funk has been the subject of an unusually high number of alleged plagiarism cases.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Even before the song was actually released, rapper and songwriter Trinidad James received a writing credit due to Ronson and Mars borrowing from him for the song's hook. The Sequence, a lesser-known hip-hop group from the 70s composed of 3 women, sued Mars and Ronson for copyright infringement in 2018.
Cause I'm supersonic, I'm a 3x tonic. When I'm not down, I'm up. When I get real hungry, I run to the store.
They argued Uptown Funk had too many compositional similarities to their 1979 single, Funk You Up.
I am man, I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am, I'm too hot.
Funk You Up had been something of a hit itself when it was released, being only the 3rd rap song in history to chart on Billboard's top 50 singles.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Sit back down. Right on up, we're gonna funk you right on up.
Do you know another lesser-known track that got aped by a chart topper? Let us know in the comments.
I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.